Base lives. You make me to dress like this to address this issue, since it's an urgent matter. Now let's address it. Does African spirituality prohibit offering of alcohol? No. I'm a living example. Apart from that, me being an example will not should not be the yardstick that it means that African spirituality and pantheon don't like alcohol, that they prohibit alcohol. My brother, like you said, you give me permission to address the matter. I have addressed it, and it's not true. It's not true. It's not true. African spirituality accepts alcohol 100%. So while I made this video, we'll be listening to what you're saying, and then I'll respond, starting from beginning. Now, you said the answer, okay, for the record.
Alcoholic libation is such a evil. Alcohol is a taboo to the pantheons and spirituality of Africa. Alcohol of any form or color does not belong to our spirituality and can never be. It doesn't belong to African spirituality, and it has no place here. It was infused into African culture to bastardize the spirituality of Africa and the power of Africa. Yes, the spirituality and culture continue to decline day after day because of alcoholic libation instituted by wicked ancestors and the foreigners. Let me tell you, alcohol was infused into the belief system, the social culture, the spirituality of Africa by the Portuguese, Europeans. If you don't know this before, know it today, that it was the then constant push of trans-Saharan slave trade that effectuated alcohol as indispensable right in African spirituality. Distillation and fermentation of indigenous liquor, the first ever indigenous liquor, was during the colonial government. And during that era, it was contraband. The white man banned all local fermentation because they intentionally want their social evil to penetrate African believing system and defy that incorruptible spirituality. Guess what? They succeeded. They did. And today, funny but sad reality, that social evil becomes order of the day in Africa. Today, that Portuguese European culture of alcohol become the number one order of social culture and the spirituality of Africa. And if this continue, the power of African gods, the culture of Africa will continue to decline, and the pantheons of Portuguese and Europeans will continue to rise over it.
All right. Base Lives Palace VIP. You said the African alcohol and this and that. Now, I want to tell you is a lie. The African spirituality does not prohibit alcohol. I'm going to address and correct some of the points you made. Number one, you said it was the Portuguese and the British that brought distillation and fermentation of some of all these things we have here into making what? Alcohol. But now let's go back before then. You need to understand that what you call alcohol or the presence of ethanol in that liquid is more of spiritual than just physical, if you must know. Alcohol is something you take at a certain quantity that you are able to gradually communicate with the spirit or tap more into your consciousness. So there is a level of amount of alcohol you will take, even your brain we open, that most people speak better English when they are drunk. Most people make more sense when they are not like drunk when they take alcohol. Most people are more calmer, more relaxed when they take a little number of alcohol. And there are some level of ailment inside our body. There are some herbs that if you pour water into those herbs, is ordinary water you are drinking. But the moment you add ethanol or alcohol into it, it draws out the nutrients of that herbs, of that leaf, of that root. So you can extract the full benefits of this. I did biochemistry. When you go to pharmaceutical companies, industries, ethanol is one of the most prized chemical we need in the production of drugs and some of the things, the drinks and everything you talk about. Now, saying that the Portuguese or the British were the one that taught us the distillation and fermentation to get alcohol, what you call gogoro, is a lie. We were already producing this for a very long time, offering to our ancestors. In fact, the story goes that when they came and they tested our own fermented alcohol, it was so strong that a sip of it could make someone go mad. Going mad is this, that it's able to elevate someone's consciousness, that they start speaking so many things that were beyond the human comprehension. So the white man did what? Abolished it. They abolished it because those who consumed the alcohol, they were conscious enough to understand the games the white men were playing. Until today, we see that every day. Have you ever walked to meet do you know that most people that are drunkard, who could not actually control their level of alcohol, they speak truth than us. Yes, I'm not saying you should become a drunkard, but I'm telling you, the idea that they were the one that started it, no. Our ancestors had the knowledge, the chemical knowledge of distillation, turning palm tree, fruits, vegetables, distilling it into becoming what? Alcohol. You ask yourself, where did it started from? It started from the Sumerian and the Egyptian. Why? The offering of drink to the gods is a very long tradition. Go and Google it. So much that in Africa, in ancient Kemet, you must know that the Sumerian, which is part of Iraq today, were owned by the blacks. Yes, before the different species of men were made, and they moved down when Enki now decided to say when war came out, and Enki said he wants to take over, he wants to take the land of Africa, the black land of Africa, and let Enin and the rest take the other side. That was why this world, the world, the earth itself, where men exist, was divided into 4 different parts. The children of Enki, which is the black, we took over this. Then other children of Enki, who were now being given to Inanna, went, which is the India, the part of India, the China, and all of those, they went their way. And then the Caucasian, they took their own part. And Erin, who also took part of Caucasian, and the Iraq took that side. All of this is, I'm telling you, all this war and misunderstanding, they are hidden in the emerald tablet. And this emerald tablet, who have access to it? The whites. They knew the codex, they knew the spirituality embedded in the children of Enki, which is us, the blacks, the first human that we made. Now let me tell you, the distillation of alcohol started from Kemet, our ancestors. Why? Because the gods require a high level of ethanol in the offering. And I don't want to go far. There were specific places where this ethanol drinks were given. You take only a sip and the whole bottle was emptied there, because ethanol was actually fuel in ancient times. So the priests take a sip of it. Then when they take a sip of it, their consciousness increases. So they start thinking like the gods. They have access to information, because ethanol, alcohol, have a way of, what do you call it? Reviving some of your neural system, some crystal energies in your brain. You are already aware that as a human being, you have a tendency of storing 350 billion gigabytes of information, and there will still be a lot of millions of billions of space. Yes, if you must know, even a drop of your blood can save the whole data center of Google, Microsoft, Apple joined together, and you will still have gigabyte of space. Just an atom of your DNA can store those information. So alcohol, ethanol, has a way of what? Tapping into it. And when you look at the colonization, the Greek coming to take over Africa, you must know that Africa has always been what? The trophy. Because when Enki took us and started increasing our knowledge, the black race was the first race that had access to knowledge. When Enin was suffering the whites, the Caucasians, turning them to slaves, barbarians, Enki was training us in the act of science and everything. So we knew already a lot of these things. The only certified drink offering that we offer to the gods first were ethanol, strong alcohol, rum, ogogoro. Yes, this time Benin never starts, Sapele never starts. They never even born us. Our ancestors in Kemet were making rum. After rum, we started growing grapes. You must know that grape, some of the plants you eat here did not come from this earth. For example, palm kernel, palm front did not come from this earth. They brought palm front, they brought grapes, they brought apple. Yes, because those were fruits that were used to produce over there, to power their machine and to consume. So when you see palm kernel, palm nut all over scattered around Benin Empire down to the Isoko and Robo, it will tell you how the Benin Empire actually migrated from the lower Kemet down to establish the Benin Empire here. You get it? Good. Now you must know this. Do you know why the Igbo people don't have alcohol as ogogoro but only palm wine? Because the Leo tribe, the Sound tribe, you must know, you can't call the Seto tribe. The Seto tribe is called Seto, not to settle. You guys pronounce it Seto. It's not to settle. It's Seto. They are children of the San tribe, the Bush tribe. And those tribes were basically hunters. That's why the basic in ancient time, the most recognized high-level profession in the Igbo spirituality is hunters and palm wine typers. So the San tribe, the Seto tribe, the Leo tribe, the Igbo tribe, which came from the ancestry of the Leo. Nobody should tell you that the Igbo gave birth to Leo. No, Leo gave birth to you people. You people are the last migrants from the Leo tribe, the San tribe. I told you they chose to be hunters and medicine men, but predominantly hunters. So they were prohibited from taking alcohol, because with the taking of alcohol, they can leave their body and transcend to the high spirit, meaning the game they are going to kill will end up killing them. So you find out that in even 80 now, the San tribe, they don't take strong alcohol apart from palm wine. The fresh drink that comes from it is what they take. And why? They always take it very early in the morning to clear their sight. Yes. Whereas ogogoro, the strong one, distilled one, was always taken in the evening to clear your spiritual sight. Alcohol were only prohibited to be taken in the morning, but always better in the evening. So distillation was already going on. So after strong drink, they started offering red wine to ancestors. You must know that red wine was one of the most premium luxury drink that we were offering to our ancestors. When somebody say, I'm pouring zobo for my ancestors, you must know that if you really want your ancestor to bless you faster, ogogoro, don't even give them ogogoro, just give them red wine. Just give them red wine. After you don't give them red wine, when you want to do deity, offer drink to deities and gods, give them strong wine. That is why I have two types of drink I give to deities and ancestors, apart from red wine. These are the two types. Ogogoro. Yes, this is ogogoro. You know my shrine, a classy shrine with the good. This is ogogoro. This is going to 30,000 and 20 something 30,000. This is ogogoro. And this is vodka and rum. That's what I offer to the ancestry. I think this one is what? Yes. Something like this. Rum, vodka, ogogoro. Look at it. This is ogogoro, if you must know. Yes, this is ogogoro. Now you not get money. Maybe your ancestor poor. So you, when they go, they give this is it. Ogogoro. Look at the languages. Ancient languages. You see now? Water, palm tree, drum, fire, machete, people. Yes. Go and find out how much they buy. This is what I offer to my ancestors, my deities, and the rest. Coupled with what? Red wine. Now, red wine was made from different things. Number one, red wine can be made from grapes and leaves. Oh, so you don't know that Zobo is actually red wine. Zobo is one of the best red wine from leaves, from herbs. While other wine from grapes are the best from fruits and seedling. Wine could come from apple, from orange. The direct, when you remove orange, the reason why orange should not take more time, orange should not be more than 2 months. But grapes, red wine, could be up to 300 years. That's when it becomes powerful. That is why when you offer red wine to your ancestors, the blessing they come faster than when you even offer ogogoro. That's why ogogoro is always good to give to the gods, especially ogogoro, rum, vodka, those strong ethanol drinks. Is when you want to do any form of a thing that has to do with war. You are going for war, you are going for a fight. It's always better. But for wealth attraction, for blessing, it's always red wine. Always red wine. So our ancestors never prohibit, the gods of our land never prohibited alcohol. Now let me take you back to history. Sometime when the Portuguese came in Ghana, when they arrived in Ghana, according to Wikipedia, it said, before the advent of the European colonization of what is today called Ghana, the Anio brewed a local spirit also known as Botomenu, meaning something hidden in a coconut mat fence. With British colonization of what now become Gold Coast, such local brewing was outlawed in the early 1930s. According to the 1996 interview with SS Dotse about his life under British colonial rule, he said, our contention was that the drink the white man brought is the same as ours. The white man's contention was that ours was too strong. Before the white men came, we were using akpetishe, which is ogogoro. Some people call it shekbe, ogogoro. But when they came, they banned it. Probably because they wanted to make sales in their own liquor. And so we were calling it botomilio, which is when you had a visitor whom you knew very well, then you ordered that botomi may be brought. This is akpeshe, but it was never referred to by that name. Meaning we were calling it ogogoro, but because the white man banned it, seeing that it was too strong than what they had, we started hiding to what? To drink it. Let me make you understand something. That you must understand that we, Benin people, Yoruba people, we had already encountered the Portuguese and the British more than 500 years before the Igbo even know that there is a kind of person that is white. Go and do your research. The first encounter that the white man had with the Igbo came from the Onitsha. How? Ahaba. How? It was the Shekiri and the Isokos were the number one slave middlemen that we go. So when the Igbo saw a black man like us, there was what? There was trust. So there was one man from the Anambra that was the middleman who we worked with. So they taught us your language, Igbo language. I tell you, the fact that we speak some part of Delta speak Igbo is not because we came from Igbo. It's because the language was taught to us. I will tell you with every sincerity of my heart, no single Anioma person was taken into slavery because they were the middlemen of slave trades. It was the Anioma people that were buying slaves and handing over to the Benin to sell. And you will know this, that the Benin were sending people into the bushes. The reason why Yoruba people were taken into slave, a lot of them were taken into slave because they were community that were not respectful to the Ife throne and the Benin Empire. So if you are disobedient to the throne, you will be sold to the whites. Or I will tell you these days, predominantly people that were taken into slavery were not the Benin people. We are not the Yoruba people. Those who were submissive to the throne. The Benin does not sell their own. The Yoruba does not sell their own. When you become prodigal, we sell you. We were going to the... That's why if the Igbos are after the Benin and Yoruba because we sold them into slavery, is understanding. We knew that the Igbo man was after money. The Igbo man is very quick to sell his own. We don't sell our own. It was not in our spirituality because we came direct from Kemet. Direct. It's not migration, direct, and we stayed. But the Igbo, it was a phase from the San to the Liu to the Loteso to the Gambia down to Equatorial Guinea, then Cameroon, then Nigeria. The Igbo people, Nigeria, are the younger brothers to even the Igbo speaking people in Guinea and Cameroon. In fact, Cameroon Igbos are older than Nigeria Igbo. In fact, Nigeria Igbo should be bowing down to the Igbo-speaking Cameroonians, the similar language Igbo-speaking people in Guinea, and the similar language Igbo-speaking in South Africa, down to Kenya and Botswana and South Africa. Yes, invite me for a debate. I will spend my money. We will fly to these places. Because Nigeria will get money, we dey promote ourselves. The money we have, if the Guinea people begin to promote their artifact. See, some of the artifacts when they celebrate for Igbo land here, they are small younger brother compared to what you will see in South Africa, compared to what you will see in Zambia, Zimbabwe, Kenya. Igbo artifact when they just discovered 1970 something. Now they talk. Have you not read that they came to Benin Empire and one day saw he said, we have never seen a war. See, the walls that surrender the Benin kingdom is not make believe. It's been evidented. It was higher and greater than the walls of China. They encountered us and they sent a message back to Portugal that the whole soldiers in Portuguese and all the ferrymen, European, they left at different locations and came to concentrate in West Africa just to pull the walls down. Go and find out, you will know. So my brother, you don't make me they go where I'm not supposed to go. Our ancestors were taking it. Now we start to the make camp before the whites came. They saw what we were doing was better than their own. They stopped it. It's the same thing they are still doing today. When they find out that we are good at something, they use our own brothers to stop it. Yes, they use our own brother to stop it. I will tell you the truth. I'm sorry to say this. Biafra as a nation for those stand since, if not be say your tribe is always good at sabotaging and doing what? And selling out. Oh, you didn't know that during the Biafra crisis sometime 2000 or something, some of your Igbo brothers ran to Isoko and we gave them charter and we were even defending them. Yes, if you don't know, go and find out, because I don't know that they talk about Isoko. There are some Igbo people in Isoko today. They cannot leave Isoko again because that time when you guys were in this thing, they ran and we gave them shelter. We know they see soldiers will come. Do you have any Igbo people? My grandma tell me the story. Igbo people will come. You guys any Igbo person? He said no. Now can be this. Now can be this. We started teaching them our language fast. We were hiding you people under. If you are old here, you will know what I'm saying. You will know what I was saying. That was the misconception that happened when the Nigeria army came to Asaba. They came to Asaba. You find out that the Asaba people, they don't dress like Igbo. Now lie. They wear akwosha. The Igbos, they don't wear akwosha. Akwosha came from Kemet. From Kemet. Go and check online. The ancient civilization, they were wearing white and red. Akwosha. White. White is called akwosha. You guys, they speak your language today not because they came from Igbo. It was because the Anioma people today you see where the Ubuluku, Do you know that there was a very powerful medicine man from Ibuluku that even the throne of Benin was scared of? Who was that powerful man? That powerful man, the one that formed the Ibuluku people. Is he Ezeshime? Ezeshime was a descendant of Igala. If Anioma people want to know, I will tell them, I am a god. I saw this thing happen. Ezeshime was a descendant of the Igala tribe, because the Igala tribe were known as one of the most powerful spiritual family in the whole of Benin Kingdom. We will not allow anybody to deceive us. And base, what I like about you is that you allow me to correct it. I have corrected it. We started Ogoro. Our ancestors collect it. Stop worrying now. Anytime you come to Lagos, just put anything at the back of your mind that you want your ancestors to do for you. Put at the back of your mind what you know that you have not achieved, but you want to achieve it. I not go charge you money. I dey charge millions. You know, now millions I dey charge, because I know say it dey work. Come, put at the back of your mind. I will pour libation to call the name of one of your ancestors. Pour it. I will pour libation, and I give you 3 months. That thing will come to materialization. You go know. And when the wine, are you not seeing my house? I not dey pour cheap wine. There are bottles of wine everywhere, in cartons of wine everywhere. So my brother, please pour gogoro for your ancestors. Pour red wine for your ancestors. Our ancestors want to gogoro. Thank you.